Kamil Gut here for Charlottesville Blues FC with Coach Nick Regan. Coach, it's only been a few training sessions so far, but what have you seen so far out of the team in terms of the positives?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of positives so far. I mean, the team's looking really sharp. Obviously, we've got a handful of returners, but for the most part, it's a brand new team. So, yeah, till this point, it's just about taking in information. You know, like it's so early, but there's been a lot of positive signs here early on. But you know, every day so far we're adding in new players, and even today there's a couple out there that haven't even trained with us yet, but they seem to be gelling pretty well. So that's positive. And
kind of building off that, it's only an exhibition match tonight. But what are you looking to see so far ahead of the true season opener from your players?
Yeah, like you said, it's an exhibition, but you know, winning should matter. So we're here tonight to win to the best ability we can. You know, there's a few ideas that we've been trying to get down, but like we said, it's only 2 days, so it's going to be interesting. But for me tonight, it's just about getting that winning feeling, creating opportunities, scoring goals, and we'll go from there.
And I believe the formation tonight is a 4-2-3-1, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not, let me know. But what do you kind of envision with that? Do you see that being a little experimental due to the fact that it is an exhibition, or is it kind of going to be a consistency?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. You know, I think everyone's got a different viewpoint of the game. Me personally, I think you have your base system, but you only tend to be in that in you know, kickoff and very other times. So for us, we're trying to implement a bit more of a fluid style, very situational. So you know, for the most part, we won't be in that system, but you know, for right now, it's about getting that across. We're a little bit outside the box. So we're going to see how that works tonight.
And also with your role with Dorky Wanderers, that's allowed 4 players to come over here for the summer. Have you talked to them at all about their time in the States so far, if they've been enjoying it so far, and you know, what do you think they bring to this squad?
Yeah, I mean, they are enjoying it. They are, and you know, they're a great bunch, really positive. You know, just you know, it's just adds a different dynamic to the whole thing. You know, the banter, you know, just what they say in the locker room and all that. It's just it lifts everyone. So yeah, so far they've been very impressive in terms of what they bring to the table. Probably experience. Most of them are older. You know, 23, 24, 25. They're off the back of their actual season, and they had a really successful season. A couple of them picked up the Golden Boot, Player of the Year in their league. So there's so many positives there, and ultimately, again, it's 4 players. So we're hoping you know, what they do kind of trickles down to the rest.
And just a couple final questions for you. Have you named a captain yet? And also, any standout players for this match and going forward that you have stood out in training?
So we have not named a captain yet. I think we're going to leave that one till Richmond Ivy next week. Again, 2 days of training. You know, we've got some ideas, but ultimately we've still got a few players to return. So we want to see that first. But you know, we'll. I can already tell there's a lot of leaders out there in various different ways. So we'll see what happens.
Kamil Gut here for Charlottesville Blues FC with 2 fans, Chase and Brittany. Guys, how long have you been following the Blues, and are you here for any specific player of any sorts?
So we started coming last season. I know both Chase and I were here last season. The whole season we were in the drum line. We were helping with the pep squad, and we came to pretty much every game. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, pretty much since the first game. Love playing the drums for everybody, seeing everybody get excited about it. It's freaking awesome.
And
we root for the whole team too. Like, you know, I know me and my husband Robert also. It's one of those things. We're rooting for everybody. We just root for the Blues.
Okay, and are there any players once again that you're kind of looking out to seeing the most?
Number 7. That wing play just makes my day.
This one's looking.
I don't. I just root for the whole team.
Okay. And I guess what else are you looking for in terms of the expectations for this season from both teams, the men's and the women's?
Well, as they gel as teams, I know that they just got together. I look forward to seeing some very collaborative playing and lots of goal scoring.
Well, for the men's team, I expect that they're going to be just as good as last season. The women's team, I'm already happy with what I'm seeing today. They always leave it out on the field, and it's only up from here.
And what's been your favorite part of the match day experience so far today, and if you came yesterday?
I would say my favorite part of the match experience is that it's nice seeing how Charlottesville just comes together for the Blues. From having no sort of local sports like this at all to seeing so many people come out, it's wonderful.
I love the community aspect of it. I'm a public librarian, so I see people at the library, and they see me at the games, and they talk to me about the games at the library too. So it's a community support of the Blues, which I love also.
And from last season, what do you think about the atmosphere difference between where they were playing last season and here at Charlottesville High School?
I like the vibes. I love the vibes at St. Anne's Battlefield. I think the vibes are equally great here. It's a little different, like for the Pep Squad, we're a little more confined this year, so that's going to take some getting used to, but it seems like it's very happy.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say the best part, like Stab was wonderful, but seeing the stands fill up with as many people as we can now, it's just a full match day experience now, and it's just so exciting once again.
Kamil Gut here with Charlottesville Blues FC after the win over Arlington 2-1. Rachael Manley, the winning goal scorer. How did you see that goal? Describe it for us and how you saw the match playing out.
I think it was a big team build-up, to be fair. It came from the middle out to the other centre mid and then up. So I think it was a good team effort to get us there.
And you're adjusting to life in the States with a couple other players as well. How has life been in the States so far and this couple training practices?
Yeah, it's completely different. Like even the weather today, it was quite hot in the first half, but I think we're getting there and like learning how each other works and stuff, which is nice. Yeah, it's good.
Absolutely. And just going ahead to your first official match coming up against Richmond Ivy, what would you like to kind of improve ahead of that match personally, and what else are you looking to personally improve over this season in the short summer season?
Yeah, I think because we've only got 2 training sessions, I think this week we can kind of work on a little bit more, and especially after that game we can kind of analyse and see what we need to work on and see what formation and stuff we can do. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I think it should be a good game.
Okay, great. Well, Rachael, congratulations and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Kamil Gut here with Charlottesville Blues FC post-match after the 2-1 victory over Arlington with head coach Nick Regan. Coach, you kind of were talking about the fluidity of the shape ahead of the match. Were you satisfied with that and what you saw and general takeaways from the match?
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw enough certainly to build on. You know, like we said earlier, 2 training days. It's quite difficult to get a team to gel, and obviously players coming in and out and whatnot. But we definitely saw it in moments, and I think as the game went on, those moments grew and grew and grew. I think our confidence just grew as well. It was tough conceding that one very early on. Just 40 yards out, and just you don't expect that. But like I told the players, we have to persevere. We had to work our way back into the game, and ultimately we won the game. That's what matters.
How did you see it play out from half to half, and what players did you think made the most difference? Obviously, everyone got a little bit of playing time, being it is an exhibition, but who do you think stood out the most?
It's a good question. I don't think anyone kind of just the entire game, was just like unbelievable. I honestly do think, and I said to the players at the end there, we have to put together an 18-player roster for the next game. And I honestly think everyone did superbly well in their own ways. And we asked some players on there to do things that they've absolutely never done before. And at times, I know it's probably frustrating because they're having to work a bit extra hard to make it work for us. But that's the key there for us. It has to be for the team. And ultimately, they did superbly well. And I'm really proud of Abby. I mean, it was a great header. And then Rachael at the end there was just a great finish. So we're happy.
And ahead of this first official match against Richmond Ivy, what are your takeaways and the biggest improvements you'd like to see in the few training sessions you have between now and then?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I was just saying to the players at the end, that there hasn't been any time to talk about what we do in corners, what we do in free kicks, or how we defend corners, how we attack corners. We haven't even touched on that, so it's all kind of been on the fly. So, I think we're moving into another phase here where, one, we have to get the ideas down, but 2, we really need to perfect these set plays and whatnot, because there's just no time. What do you focus on? So we got to make sure the next couple of days we focus a lot on that and take that into Ivy. I know it's going to be a huge crowd there, so the players will be up for it.
All right, well, Coach, congratulations again on the win, and thank you for your time, and we'll see you there next week.
Thank you.